What's up, everyone? It is your girl Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and it's time for another palette rewind. So I know people were really into this palette, really excited about it according to Colourpop, and they finally relaunched it, like I think it was this week. So I wanted to make sure I pulled mine out and gave y'all a cute little moment. So it's none other than the Aurora Struck palette from Colourpop. I remember when this came out and everybody was excited because it was a blue, green, purple moment, and y'all know I live for a blue, green, and purple moment. So now, y'all know I redid mine just because I always have to redo a palette. I can't just leave a Colourpop palette the way it is. But a lot of times I feel like it doesn't necessarily have all the colors I'm looking for. And I'm not 100% loving the way I did this one. But, you know, like, I'm waiting till they have a good sale with palettes like $3 or $4. And I just buy a whole bunch of palettes and, you know, change the shades accordingly. But this is what she looks like on the inside. At least mine does. I grabbed this blue shade from another palette. I don't remember which one it was. And I've rearranged mine, as you can see. So just keep that in mind. But I am still going to give y'all a look with it because, you know, it's a cute little nice moment to have with the palette. Let me zoom you in real quick and cute light. If you're curious what's going on with the face right now, I'm actually doing a battle of the two red blushes. I got a more affordable red blush and I got the House Labs blush on my face. So we'll see how they wear throughout the day. I'm also trying out the MAC, what is this? Skin Finish Sunstruck Bronzer for the first time, just to see how that works out. So that's what I got going on the face right now. I'm gonna go off camera and get my life in order to give y'all a cute little moment with this palette. I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay, y'all, so this is what I came up with for the palette. So I use these two shades right here. Remember, I did add this shade to the palette. I used these two shades right here. I used this green for the outer V. I used this shade in addition to this shade and this shade up here in the inner corner, and that's how we got what's going on right here, which I'm quite impressed with. So I'm gonna start off with this beige shade right here, and we're gonna transition it on out. And this is actually one of my favorite shades in the palette because I feel like it does a good job of setting down my eyeshadow base and doesn't change the color too much, like oxidizing and make it off, but at the same time it blends with my skin color pretty well, considering I am on the darker scale. So I really like this color for that. I'm gonna try to dust around underneath the bottom too, because sometimes I spread it a little too wide and be like, whoa, whoa, back it up, back it up, back it up. So that's what we're doing now. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the outer V shade. Y'all know I'm gonna use the green. I'm pretty sure the green came in this palette. I feel like it's not one of the shades I added. Don't quote me though. I'd have to look at the original one because once I start adding and moving stuff around to get it the way I like, I don't necessarily look. We just, y'all know I'm making my standard cat eye shape. This green shade. Like, okay. I'd say that's good enough. We'll take the same clean brush and just, well, not clean brush, but you know, the brush that we use to pull shades on and kind of dust around. So then we'll go to the purple shade now. Crease moment. I start off in the crease, but I always go over the top of the V shade lately. I don't know, I just like the little extra pastel moment, if you will. So that's what I'm doing now. It's following the shape of my eye. I like about this shade is I feel like it has a little hint of pink in it, even though it's giving more of a lavenderish purple type vibe. I feel like there's still like an undertone of pink in it. So it's giving like a pinkish purple vibe. So I feel like I kind of was doing a AKA look with a pop of blue, if you will. Because, you know. Oh, I did use the mint shade on the lid as well. I don't know if I pointed it out or not, but I'll point it out when we get there. So far this is what we're working with. Again, I just take the brush to dust over the edges. I always want it to look airbrushed whenever I do anything, so I do that. So I used this shade next to the blue shade as well on the lid, so I'm rocking with that. Let me go put on some glitter glue, girl, so we can get into this transition to the lid, because I'm telling y'all, I think it looks fire. Okay, y'all, so Put my little cute glitter glue on and whatnot. We're going to start off with the blue shade. So we're going to start off with this shade, and then I'm going to mirror this shade on top. And then we're going to go into all the different inner corner shades, because honey, it's a lot. So let's get into this blue. I thought it transitioned nice because of the tone of green I had picked. And I think it looks pretty awesome, yeah. So I just started and built it up to a certain part of the eye. I tried to make it be a good portion of the eyeshadow, but at the same time not too far up, because I knew I wanted to mirror the mint and I wanted to have space for them to nicely transition. So I usually try to go to about like right here with it, and then I'll stop, because I still want you to see enough of it, and then you know I have to go back over it with my matte green shade to mirror everything together nicely. Now we're gonna go in with the mint shade, so I tried to put it like right here and then kind of stroke it backwards, or brush it on backwards, so that way it'll give a nice transition over the blue. And I think I did a decent job with that, because I feel like the colors I chose too made it look really nice and easy to transition over, and it wasn't hard, so I was really liking that. So we're working with. Now I'm gonna take like 2 or 3 different shades when it comes to the pinks and blues. I'm just putting a little more blue on. When it comes to the pink and purple, and hook that up. So I'm gonna start off with, I started off with this one, then I put this one on top, and then I put that one on top. So we're gonna go through that transition now. So start off about right here, and just rub it in the inner corner as well. So that's one foul swoop. Now we're gonna go with the light, darker purple I showed you, and that's where you see the color start to form. And then we're going to take the lighter iridescent one and go on top of that to get the color that you see now. So that was simple enough. Back it on up, girl. So this is the finished look for my palette rewind with the Aurora Struck palette. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm really loving the eye look. I think it's a whole vibe. I just put a black pencil on the lower lash line because I have more videos to do, and I wanted to make sure that something was underneath there as opposed to nothing, because to me it looks weird with nothing. But this is what we're working with, girl. I'm gonna put some eyeliner on and mascara off camera, but I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Comment down below and tell me, did you get this on the relaunch, or did you get it when I first did the video like I did, because I was thirsty for a blue, green, and purple palette. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.